Hong Kong Airlines Limited, IATA, HX, formerly CR Airways Limited, IATA, N8, is a Hong Kong-based airline, with its corporate headquarters in Tung Chung and its main hub at Hong Kong International Airport. The airline operates scheduled regional passenger and cargo services to 10 destinations within the People's Republic of China and Southeast Asia. Almost 30 sites, includes Beijing, Shanghai, Sanya, Bangkok, Bali and Okinawa. The airline was founded as CR Airways by Robert Yip on March 28, 2001 and began helicopter passenger charter operations with a Sikorsky S-76C Plus helicopter. It was Hong Kong's first helicopter operator to receive an Air Operator's Certificate since the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region was established. Mainland Chinese carrier Hainan Airlines and Mr. Mung Keung took over the airline in 2006 by acquiring a 45% and 55% holdings in the airline, respectively. The airline officially changed its name to Hong Kong Airlines Limited on November 28, 2006 and introduced a new logo representing a bauhinia flower, a tree native to Hong Kong. History. Robert Yip, the chairman of China Rich Holdings, with business interests in Chinese medicine, internet portal, construction and property development, established CR Airways in Hong Kong on March 28, 2001. The airline received its Air Operator's Certificate from the Hong Kong Civil Aviation Department with a 285 km/h 12-passenger Sikorsky S-76C Plus helicopter in early 2002. It was Hong Kong's third commercial helicopter operator and the first helicopter operator to receive an AOC since Hong Kong became a special administrative region of People's Republic of China. On June 27, 2003, CR Airways became Hong Kong's third passenger airline after receiving a revised AOC from the Director of Civil Aviation Albert Lam and operated its first passenger flight on the next day. It started passenger charter operations to Laoag, Philippines on July 5, 2003, with a Bombardier CRJ-200 leased from GE Capital Aviation Services. In September 2003, the airline applied for traffic rights to operate scheduled passenger services to Laoag and Chinese cities of Jinan, Nanning, Meixian and Wenzhou. In addition, Robert Yip sold 40% of the airline to his company, China Rich Holdings, for 180 million Hong Kong dollars. By March 2004, the airline had added Siem Reap, Cambodia to its charter network. In April 2005, the Hong Kong Air Transport Licensing Authority granted a 5-year license to transport passengers, cargo and mail to China. The airline was free to apply for traffic rights to 10 cities in China. On July 5, 2005, the airline announced the purchase of 2 Bombardier CRJ-700s from Danish carrier Maersk Air, scheduled to arrive in July and mid-August, respectively. In addition, the airline had signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Boeing for the purchase of 10 Boeing 787 Dreamliners and 30 Boeing 737-800s on December 20, 2005 at a listed price of $3.28 billion. An executive of the airline had told reporters that some of the Boeing aircraft was from Hainan Airlines' order. On June 27, 2006, Hainan Airlines purchased a 45% holdings of the airline and the holdings would be transferred to Grand China Air, a new holding company of Hainan Airlines. 2 months later, Mr. Mung Keung acquired the remaining 55% of the airline and became the controlling shareholder on August 7, and its director on August 13. On September 22, 2006, CR Airways Limited officially changed its name to Hong Kong Airlines Limited and a launch ceremony took place on November 28. The airline also introduced a new logo, which represents a bauhinia flower, the symbol of Hong Kong where the airline is anchored. The new logo also represents the close relationship between the airline and Hong Kong and its new era in the civil aviation industry. The airline made the biggest aircraft order in its young history on June 21, 2007, by ordering 51 narrow and wide-body aircraft from European plane maker, Airbus, at an estimated value of $5.6 billion. The airline's IATA code was changed from N8 to HX on May 27, 2007. On October 24, 2008, the airline announced plans in preparation for the arrival of the Airbus A330-200 wide-body aircraft, which included personnel and fleet composition. The new aircraft will provide medium-haul passenger and cargo services to the Middle East and Australia. On June 8, 2010, Hong Kong Airlines successfully completed their proving flight from Hong Kong to Beijing and return, earning their air operating certificate for the Airbus A330 operations from HKCAD. Captain Mikey Ng and Captain Nejad were the first two commanders flying the A330-200 for the airline. On June 28, 2010, scheduled flight to Moscow was launched. This was subsequently terminated due to poor demand. In September 2010, Hong Kong Airlines introduced its first Airbus A330F cargo freighter, launched the first full cargo route from Hong Kong to Hangzhou. On October 22, 2010, Hong Kong Airlines officially joined the IATA. In 2011, Hong Kong Airlines awarded 4-star rating by Skytrax. Passenger traffic exceeded 1 million, serving 19 destinations. On March 8, 2012, Hong Kong Airlines launched a daily Hong Kong-London Gatwick service with an Airbus A330-200 aircraft. The aircraft on this route will be operating as an all-club class service, featuring 34 OE Club Premier Euro and 82 OE Club Classic Euro seats. However, due to weak demand, this route will end on September 10. Meanwhile, Manchester City FC chose Hong Kong Airlines for domestic transportation as HX 2871/CRK 2871 from Gatwick to Manchester. In 2013, Hong Kong Airlines launched new passenger route between Hong Kong and Maldives. Passenger traffic exceeded 4 million in 2014. Hong Kong Airlines launched new passenger routes between Hong Kong and Ho Chi Minh, Tianjin and Kagoshima, and increased to 4 flights to Beijing and 5 flights to Shanghai daily. In July, the company was recognized the winner of a Euro OE World Euro unregistered trademark S Most Improved Airline Euro by Skytrax, Destinations. Code share agreements. Hong Kong Airlines has code share agreements with the following airlines: Air India, Air Seychelles, China Eastern Airlines, EVA Air, Hong Kong Express, Hainan Airlines, Fleet. As of September 2014, the Hong Kong Airlines fleet consists of the following aircraft with an average age of 2.6 years. All A330s are equipped with a video broadcasting system with 29 inches wide ceiling or wall-mounted liquid crystal display monitors, with 2 in business class and 18 in economy class. Aircraft orders. On December 20, 2005, the airline signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Boeing to acquire 30 Boeing 737 Euro 800 aircraft and 10 Boeing 787 aircraft. However, according to the airline's website, there is only a firm order of 4 Boeing 737 Euro 800 aircraft, with no mention of a firm order for the Boeing 787 aircraft. On June 21, 2007, the airline signed an MOU with Airbus to acquire 30 Airbus A320s, 20 Airbus A330-200s powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 700 engines and 1 Airbus corporate jet. The order was subsequently confirmed with the signing of a firm contract with Airbus on September 12, 2007, and it will be shared between the airline and its sister airline Hong Kong Express Airways. In December 2008, 3 of the original orders for 20 A330-200s were converted to A330-300s and transferred to Hong Kong International Aviation Leasing. They will be operated by Hong Kong Airlines. On February 4, 2010, Airbus announced another MOU signed with Hong Kong Airlines to acquire 6 more Airbus A330-200s. These will have Pratt & Whitney Palais, 4,000 engines and were originally ordered by Grupo Marsens. At the same time, one of the A330-243s on order was converted to AA343. At the Farnborough Air Show in July 2010, Airbus announced that Hong Kong Airlines had signed a MOU to convert orders for 15 A330s to A350s and place an additional order for 10 A330-200s. No engine selection for the additional A330s was announced. In early 2011, There were rumors that Hong Kong Airlines had ordered 15 B747-8 aircraft, but such an order never materialized. At the Paris Air Show in June 2011, Hong Kong Airlines had announced a signed contract for 10 Airbus A380s. However, due to China's anger with the European Union over plans to force all airlines to take part in its carbon trading scheme, the Chinese government has blocked progress on Airbus A-1 registered trademark S sale of 10 A380s to Hong Kong Airlines. Normally, airlines in Hong Kong are not required to seek approval from the Chinese government to proceed with aircraft orders. The A380 cancellation became an issue as Hong Kong Airlines' parent, Hainan Airlines, is registered in mainland China, not Hong Kong SAR. In early January 2012, HKA's corporate governance head Kenneth Ong stated in a TV interview that the order was going ahead. In December 2012, CEO Yang Jianhong told Bloomberg that we want a Euro-1 registered trademark T resume long-haul routes in the short term. The carrier is discussing changing at least some of its 10 on-order A380s for A330s, and delaying deliveries. Retired aircraft that have been in service with Hong Kong Airlines are Corporate Affairs. The airline's head office is currently located on the 7th floor of One City Gate at Tung Chung, Lantau Island. The airline's head office was located on Level 2 of the CNAC House on the property of Hong Kong International Airport in Lantau, Hong Kong. The airline was the aviation sponsor for the 2013 TVB drama Triumph in the Skies 2. The airline was the aviation sponsor for the 2014 Triumph in the Skies movie Triumph in the Skies movie. Loyalty programs. The Fortune Wings Club is a global frequent flyer program designed for Hong Kong Airlines and its sister airlines, including Grand China Air, Grand China Express, Hainan Airlines, Hong Kong Express Airways and Lucky Air. Membership benefits include air ticket redemption and upgrade. VIP members have additional privileges of dedicated first or business class check-in counters, lounge access, bonus mileage and extra baggage allowance. Incidents and accidents. This covers Hong Kong Airlines flights. November 17, 2011, Hong Kong Airlines Flight 752 was held hostage by passengers at Hong Kong Airport after a dispute between the airline and the passengers over compensation offered to them after a 9-hour delay on the tarmac at Changi Airport. The passengers were later removed from the aircraft by the police, but 21 of them continued their protest at the airport terminal. This dispute was later settled after the airline agreed to increase the compensation. In January 2012, Hong Kong Airlines came under fire after reaching a deal involving dolphins captured in Sanya, Japan being transported to dolphin parks around the world. Passengers threatening a boycott against the airline ensued. See also: List of airlines of Hong Kong, List of airports in Hong Kong, List of companies of Hong Kong, Transport in Hong Kong, References. External links, Official website, Hainan Airlines website.